So let me ask you something. What if I told you that the secret to having an amazing, lucky, successful day doesn't start with some big grand plan? Nope. It starts with a tiny little choice you make first thing in the morning. And you know what? Getting that one choice wrong can pretty much derail your entire day.
Sound familiar? I'm gonna bet it does. It almost always starts with a simple, everyday moment that feels just a little too real.
You know the scene. It's morning, you're standing there staring into your closet, this abyss of clothes, and your brain just short circuits. What matches? Is that clean? What's the weather even doing today? All these questions just start piling up. And poof, just like that, 10-15 minutes are gone. You've been paralyzed by a decision that should be simple, and now you're scrambling, throwing something on, and the stress have already cranked up to 11 before you've even had your coffee. Here's the kicker. That feeling doesn't just vanish once you're out the door. Oh no, it sticks to you. You get into that big meeting and you're just not feeling it. You feel off, unconfident. And that little seed of doubt that was planted by your closet, it just grows and grows, kind of ruining your whole day. So what is actually going on here? Because this isn't really about your clothes, is it? It's about a hidden resource we all have. Think of it like an invisible energy source that we're draining, and we don't even know we're doing it. Get this. Every single day, we're faced with making well over 100 decisions. Seriously. From what to eat for breakfast, to which email you're going to answer first, to, what to wear. They all add up. And this resource, it actually has a name: decision-making power. The absolute best way to think about it is like a phone battery, right? You wake up in the morning with a full 100% charge, and every single choice you make, doesn't matter how big or small, it just drains a little piece of that battery. Lifestyle guru Hilly Janes really hits the nail on the head here. She says that a chaotic morning, filled with all those little frustrating problems, like you're out of milk or you can't find your keys, is basically like starting your day with your phone battery already at 50%. You're just setting yourself up for failure before the real challenges have even shown up. Okay, so if this energy is so incredibly precious, how do some of the world's most successful people protect it? Well, there's a fantastic and very, very public example of this whole idea in action. Let's talk about Mark Zuckerberg for a second. This is a guy who has to make these massive, world-changing decisions that affect billions of people every single day. So how on earth does he manage that limited decision-making power? You've seen it. We've all seen it. The iconic gray t-shirt. It's basically his uniform. And look, it's not because he has no sense of style. It is a very deliberate, very strategic choice. His closet is just full of them. And this quote right here, it says everything. He literally sees his mental energy as a finite resource, one that's way better spent on serving his community, not on what he calls silly or frivolous things. And for him, choosing an outfit definitely falls into that category. And that's the genius of it, isn't it? By making one small daily decision totally automatic, he eliminates a reoccurring energy drain. This one simple habit clears the deck so he can dedicate his full mental battery to the huge, complex problems he has to solve at work. All right, so you don't have to be a billionaire, and you definitely don't have to wear the same t-shirt every day to put this into practice. This whole idea can be broken down into a super simple 3-step plan you can start using tomorrow to reset your morning, and with it, your entire day. So here it is, your 3-step reset. First up, prioritize your morning. Start your day with something that actually matters to you, something that brings you joy, not something that drains your battery. Second, conserve your power. This is the Zuckerberg move. Eliminate the small, easy decisions. Laying out your clothes or prepping your lunch the night before, perfect. And third, organize the small stuff. Simplify your space. A less cluttered room or a more minimalist wardrobe literally removes the burden of choice. So really, the whole point is this. Creating a lucky day is all about being intentional. When you simplify your morning routine and get rid of those needless choices, you're not being boring, you're being strategic. You're guarding your most valuable resource, that mental energy, for the things that actually move the needle in your life. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. Look, it doesn't have to be your whole wardrobe. It could be deciding what you'll have for breakfast ahead of time, or which workout you're gonna do, or even just the route you'll take to work. So what's one small, recurring decision you can completely eliminate tomorrow morning to start your day with a full 100% charge?